Foes many complete cities, forming different words, but there was one word he could never manage to form, although he wished it very much so. It was the word eternity.
When you can find out this, you shall be your own master. And I will give you the whole world and a new pair of skates.
I don't understand why I can't figure it out.
The way to eternity is a difficult path, Kay. When you discover it, you shall be the master of your destiny and the world.
I know if I keep trying, I'll figure it out.
If you let reason be your guide, my dear, perhaps you shall succeed. But there is only one way to eternity.
Don't tell me.
Very well. I must leave you for a while.
I'll have the answer by the time you return.
Some men never find the answer.
But I will.
We shall see. Now, I must travel to warmer countries. I shall look into the black craters of the tops of the burning mountains, Etna and Vesuvius, as they are called. I shall make them look white, which will be good for them, and for the lemons, grapes.
He sat and looked at his pieces of ice, and was thinking so deeply and sat so still that anyone might have supposed he was frozen. Just at this moment it happened that little Gurta came through the great door of the castle. Cutting winds were raging around her. She went on till she came to the large empty hall and caught sight of him. She knew him directly. She flew to him and threw her arms around his neck and held him fast while she exclaimed,
Kay, I found you! Kay? Kay, please answer me. It's me, Gurta. Don't you remember me? What's happened to you? You're so cold. How can you live here? I've come so far to find you and you won't speak to me. Kay, can you hear me?
But he sat quite still, stiff and cold. Then little Gurta wept hot tears, which fell on his breast and penetrated into his very heart and thawed the little ice. It washed away the little piece of glass which had stuck there. Then he looked at her, and he burst forth into tears and wept so that the splinter of glass swam out of his eye.
Eternity?
You can hear me.
Gurta? Where have you been? What is this place? It's so cold and empty. I'm so cold.
Hurry, we must leave before the Snow Queen returns.
Eternity. I'm beginning to understand.
What are you talking about?
Oh, Gurta, the Snow Queen won't harm us any longer. She was trying to teach me, but I wasn't ready to learn.
What do you mean?
She told me that there's only one way to eternity. And I finally think I know what she meant. It's love. The way to eternity is love.
He clung to Gurta, and she laughed and wept for joy. It was so pleasing to see them that the pieces of ice even danced about. And when they were tired and went to lie down, they formed themselves into the letters of the word eternity. Then Gurta kissed his cheeks, and they became blooming. And she kissed his eyes, and they shone like her own. Then he became quite healthy and cheerful.
The Snow Queen might come home now, please. For there stood a certainty of freedom. In the words she wanted written in shivering letters of ice.
Then they took each other by the hand and went forth from the great palace of ice.
They spoke of the grandmother,
And of the roses on the roof.
As they went on, the winds were at rest.
And the sun burst forth.